If you wake up at 3 a.m. and lie there staring at the ceiling, science says your brain isn't broken, and it's not insomnia, and it's not what you think. Let me explain. 307, 314, 322. You're doing the math, calculating how many hours of sleep you have left if you fall back asleep right now. Your phone is face down. You told yourself you wouldn't check it. You checked it. The ceiling looks the same as it did 20 minutes ago. Your body is awake. Completely, frustratingly awake. And the worst part, you have no idea why. Maybe this happens every night. Maybe it's been happening for years, and somewhere along the way you started to wonder if something is wrong with you, if your brain is broken, if this is what insomnia feels like. That was just Tuesday. But here's the truth. What your body is doing at 3 a.m. isn't a malfunction. It's a memory, a biological memory that goes back 300,000 years. And the research that proves it is one of the most extraordinary discoveries in modern sleep science. Today we're breaking down why you wake up at 3 a.m., what your body is actually doing, what history reveals about it, and why it is not what you have been told. In the 1990s, a historian named Roger E. Kirch spent 16 years studying old documents. Diaries, court records, medical texts, literature from before the Industrial Revolution. And what he found, scattered across centuries of human writing, were references to something called first sleep and second sleep. Not one sleep. Two. For most of human history, for hundreds of thousands of years, people didn't sleep in one long, unbroken block the way we do today. They slept for 3 to 4 hours. Then they woke up. Then they stayed awake for 1 to 2 quiet hours in the middle of the night. And then they slept again until morning. Think about that. The way we sleep now, or the way we're told we're supposed to sleep, is not the way human beings naturally slept for most of history. That's not a small thing. That changes everything. Here's where this becomes powerful. In the 1990s, a psychiatrist at the National Institute of Mental Health named Thomas Wehr ran an experiment. He took 15 healthy volunteers and placed them in controlled darkness for 14 hours a day, simulating the natural light cycle of winter before electricity existed. For the first few weeks, the volunteers slept in one long stretch. Their bodies were catching up on modern life's sleep debt. But then something happened. After 3 to 4 weeks, every single one of them, without being told, without any instruction, began sleeping in 2 distinct phases. They would sleep for 3 to 4 hours, wake up for an hour or 2 of quiet, calm alertness, and then sleep again. Their bodies remembered. And here's the part that stopped researchers cold. During that waking window, that gap between the 2 sleep phases, the brain releases a hormone called prolactin. Prolactin is the same hormone that floods a nursing mother's body after birth. It produces a state of deep, calm, wakeful relaxation, unlike anything we experience during the day. Thomas Wehr described it as a distinct state of consciousness. Not sleep, not full wakefulness. Something in between. Something quiet. Something that human beings were biologically designed to experience every single night. Your ancestors didn't panic when they woke up at 3 a.m. They got up, they prayed, they reflected. They talked softly with the person beside them. They lay in the dark and simply existed in that in-between state. There are indigenous communities that still sleep this way today. The phrase, the dead of night, that eerie, still, silent middle of the night that feels unlike any other hour, comes from this. It comes from the time when people were awake in that window. Not asleep, not fully alert, just present. So what happened to us? The Industrial Revolution. Gas lamps, then electric light, then the demand to be productive from the moment you wake until the moment you collapse. For the first time in human history, the night became something to get through rather than something to inhabit. Sleep became a performance metric. 8 hours, unbroken, or something is wrong with you. And so when your body does exactly what it was designed to do, when it wakes at 3 a.m. looking for that quiet window your ancestors lived inside, instead of resting in it, you panic. You check your phone. You calculate the hours. You lie there convinced that you are broken. But nothing is wrong with you. I want you to hear this. Your body is not malfunctioning at 3 a.m. Your body is remembering. It is following a biological program that kept human beings functional and emotionally regulated for 300,000 years. A program that modern life erased in roughly 200 years, and then called the result insomnia. This isn't insomnia. It's your nervous system doing something ancient. Something your body still knows how to do, even though the world stopped making space for it. The people who wake at 3 a.m. and feel that strange, quiet alertness, that particular stillness, are not broken sleepers. They are human beings whose nervous systems are still speaking a very old language that the modern world has simply forgotten. Think about that. So, what do you do with this? There are 3 things that sleep researchers and psychologists consistently recommend, and none of them involve scrolling your phone or calculating how tired you'll be tomorrow. First, don't fight it. When you wake up, your brain is actively releasing prolactin, a calming hormone. If you lie still, breathe slowly, and let your body be in that state instead of resisting it, the anxiety dissolves. You are not awake because something is wrong. You are awake because your biology is working exactly as it was designed to. Second, don't look at the time. The moment you check the clock, your brain begins calculating and catastrophizing. The waking window your body is seeking lasts somewhere between 45 minutes and 2 hours. It will end on its own. Let it. Third, use the window the way your ancestors did. Researchers have found that creative insight, emotional processing, and deep self-awareness are all heightened during this prolactin-rich state. Quiet breathing, journaling, or simply lying in the dark without resistance. This is the hour your brain is most open to itself. Your ancestors knew this. They built their inner lives inside it. You don't wake at 3 a.m. because your sleep is broken. You wake at 3 a.m. because your body is doing something it was designed to do for hundreds of thousands of years, and nobody ever told you it was normal. That doesn't make you broken. It makes you human. And the more you understand that, the less that quiet hour in the dark will feel like something to fear. And the more it might feel like something that was always meant to be yours. If this message made you see yourself differently, hit the like button so the platform shows it to more people who need to hear it. And comment below, do you wake up in the middle of the night? What does it feel like when you do? I'd love to hear your story. And if you want more psychology-based videos like this, make sure you subscribe. Because every week we break down the patterns behind why you are the way you are, so you can finally understand yourself instead of judging yourself. Stay curious, my friends, and we'll see you in the next video.